So I hope everybody can see me. I'm just doing a different style of video today, and I wanted to come out with this for tonight. And it took some time to put this together and just trying to come out with different characters and just decide who can possibly be in this game. And just as far as so many characters that these developers can bring in, um, I hope you guys really enjoy this, and you guys can make your fighters pass if you guys want to. So just something different, just a different set of characters, and a mix up of different worlds and different Nickelodeon universes, and even as you can probably see from the last character, who also I'll say recently, but already had a pass of basically appearing on Nickelodeon, being featured with Dragon Ball Z Kai. So you'll be able to see the names of the characters and what show they're really from. And I'm just gonna go in order from left to right and just be able to see, just talk about these characters individually of what they could be doing, what they're capable of, and just so much more that I want to share and just talk about for some kind of unique video to just keep talking about this game. It's so much fun, and I have fun putting this together. So I didn't want to make it all plain and just um, pick any random characters, just characters that I personally would like to see. And just because certain characters are not on this particular fighter's pass doesn't mean I don't want that character in and they can't make it in. I think any sort of Nick Jr. character can make it into the game if they possibly can, and they can fit. They can really seriously be able to do some serious damage when it comes to their abilities, and just anyone can be able to fit in this game for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And even with the lack of players, just real quick, I had so much fun playing the game, just on the stream, just laughing and just doing these different challenges and so much more. And showdowns, just like I mentioned a couple of days ago, doing showdowns and coming up with different things to play around and create my own fun for the game, even when it's not online. And not, it doesn't really have to be online to have fun. You can just be able to get into some little handicap matches and with the CPU versus CPU and more. But I really hope to see more characters and maybe some kind of update soon. So I'm not sure what they're going to be adding. Maybe possibly Crossplay is going to come out. We probably don't know what's going to happen. But let's go ahead and start diving into my Fighter's Pass and just what I just created here, just to talk about it for this weekend. So let me know what y'all think, and you can be maybe just one particular character that might be a selling point for you, or maybe just three characters. It can be just all heroes, but I wanted to at least add in a different variety of characters that I think not only you guys will like, but just my personal picks. But let's start with Jimmy Neutron. I think he's gonna be our next character, possibly, potentially. It could be Rocco. I wanted to put him in it, but I just didn't want to put make it all just the same sort of kind of characters that can be implemented into this game. I wanted to at least get someone um, different and just have a different sort of fighter pass. So I think Jimmy Neutron or Rocco could be our next first paid DLC potentially. Who knows how much they're going to charge? And that's something else I'm going to also talk a little bit about for this particular fighters pass, but that'll be safe for going up towards the end. But Jimmy Neutron, I think, is going to be our first character. I would love to see him in the game, and even though he's probably already in the files, I'm not sure if he's going to be first to come out, or maybe he's going to come out at a later date. Who knows what we're going to get for our next character and how much these characters are going to be individually? Maybe like $5 at the most, because you'll probably get the character, and then you'll get a character, you get the alternate skin, and then maybe the stage included for paid DLC. Who knows what's going to possibly be able to happen as far as an individual paid DLC package? Is it going to be an all-in-one package, or maybe it'll be a separate potential skin that you can buy with that particular character, regardless of who, or if it's he or she that's being added into the game? It could be another additional paid DLC costume that the player can purchase individually. So Jimmy Neutron, I see him coming out with Retroville and maybe the candy bar. It's so many different stages. Retroland, which is the music part. I'm not gonna say all that for all these characters, but just right off the bat, he can come out with those stages, and then his own alternate costume could be like his Inman squad, or maybe just he can have the shorts. So instead of wearing jeans, he can wear shorts that he wears in the movie Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. See what I'm saying? So that can be all in one package for maybe like $5-6 at the max for like an individual character, where you get the character and the skin and the stage to come out with them. So Plankton, is up next for my little Fighters Pass. I picked him. I wanted to at least get a villain in my Fighters Pass, so it's not all protagonists and just heroes all the time. It's just for the whole pack. The whole roster is full of just basically protagonist characters and heroes. You got like two two villains. You got Shredder that just recently came out in February, this past February, from our recent 22nd character. Um, and then we had Garfield way before he came out. But Shredder being our an iconic villain from the Nintendo, I was gonna say Nintendo, from the Ninja Turtles series, being added into the game. And then we got what, Zim. But other than that, everybody else: SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Danny Phantom, Powder Toastman, Ren and Stimpy, the Louds, Lincoln and Lucy, the Turtles with April O'Neil, and so much more characters. They're all protagonists. They're heroes, and they're the good guy, or just the main character that has a story that you get to follow their adventure and how they get their superpowers or whatever it is that they go through during their adventures during these episodes. So it's just two villains. So I had to get in Plankton. I think he would be an iconic villain for this particular game because he's one of the funniest, and then also um, one of the most well-known characters. I think a lot of people will probably like Plankton, but I'd put, as you can see on the screen, I also implemented Karen, and that's why I also came up with, from a few weeks ago, my own character ideas for Plankton. He doesn't have to come out by himself, and being the smallest character, he's going to be able to fight with Karen to help him out in the fight, to create his offensive maneuvers and capabilities, and so much more with techniques, and being able to also be able to recover. So not just coming out as a solo character, he can be a duo. It can be another duo, since we got Ren and Stimpy together, and got what, Cat Dog as well, with their own little set of moves. Why not Plankton and Karen to be able to fight together and join forces and fight together as one to be able to take out the opponent and defeat the enemy? So just a little idea, iconic villain, and then also a duo to go together from the show. It's a perfect reference. El Tigre, The Adventures of Manny Rivera. I selected him. So I don't know if anyone out there has seen this show. I think he's a good fit for this particular game, and an iconic Nickelodeon show. So many memories from these characters. It's just so many characters they can add to this roster to be able to attract players and maybe get people into the game. So I selected him. I think he's going to be really a combo master with LT Tigre, just being able to get quick strikes with his claws. It's going to be fun to really see him in this game. So I hope he does end up getting into the game at some point, maybe in the near future, maybe somewhere down the line. Who knows if he's going to be able to get in. It's just another Nickelodeon character. So I think he's going to be a really popular pick. A lot of people will pick him up and be able to do some crazy combos with him. So, and I think he's going to be really fast, extremely fast, one of the fastest characters to be in the game. But and just a little quick alternate costume for him. Just he can just be in this regular outfit with Manny Rivera, and I'm not sure if he's gonna still have his claws. I don't know. Maybe they can just change this color of this outfit or something like that. But Jenny Wakeman, one of the best characters and the most iconic, most popular, most requested characters for the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I think she deserves to be in this game. Hopefully they can find a way to get her in this game very soon. Because if they can, then I think a lot of people will end up buying this game regardless. Even if it doesn't have crossplay, Jenny Wakeman being in the game, I think it's going to be able to attract players to get into it and want to make the purchase, even with crossplay not being ready yet at some point. Something different I wanted to add into my Fighters Pass. I just put Power Rangers. I didn't want to just put the Green Ranger. So I just want the Green Ranger. It's so many other Rangers that they can get from the Power Ranger series. Now, I haven't seen too many other shows for as far as the Nickelodeon versions of Power Rangers. They got Mega Force, and then Super Mega Force, and then some other ones. I think Dino Thunder, and then some other shows that are part of Nickelodeon. The ones that I prefer, I like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's one of my favorites and my iconic go-to series for the Power Ranger series, and I think that's the best one. I like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Even though it's not Nickelodeon, I had to pull something, pull one of the Rangers from the Power Rangers series to be able to get included into this game. So I'm curious to see what y'all think. Everybody watch the Power Rangers? It's Morphin time. Dun, 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 dun. I just like the little intro. Go go Power Rangers. It's amazing. But last but not least, just a little wrap up. Just to wrap up, I have a lot to say about this particular character. I'm curious to see what you guys think. I just had to get someone. Maybe he can be viewed as a guest character, or maybe someone that can also be most requested. But is it possible? Maybe he's not possible. He's probably going to be in a different game, and he's probably not going to be able to make it into Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. But considering the fact that Dragon Ball Z Kai, it didn't debut on Nickelodeon, and eventually down the line, they came out with a different show of Dragon Ball Z Kai to air on Nickelodeon. It was a lot different because they took the blood out, so they had to keep it a little bit more family friendly and remove some of the stuff that's a little bit different in the original version that I watched on Cartoon Network in the old Toonami days. I miss those old cartoon days, and all the best shows are on Cartoon Fridays and so much more, just with all the memories and nostalgia. But um, this is one of my most, I think, just if I was to think of maybe a guest character or someone like a third party character or something like that, I would love to see Goku make it into this game. That's why I selected him last, because Goku could probably be like the Sora of Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, where most people probably might not think he's not going to be able to get in. If they can get him, they're going to probably attract some anime fans that want to get in this game. People who probably traded it in, sold it, or don't want to play the game anymore, or just dropped it on in general and just not going to return to it. This will probably be a good returning point, a point of return for the player to get back into the game because Goku's in the game, and he's going to be one of the strongest characters in the game. And just even with Jenny, going back to Jenny Wakeman, he's going to have a lot of moveset and just a moveset and capability of so many things that he can do. Not saying he's gonna probably be being able to go Super Saiyan God or maybe Super Saiyan Blue. They can just go with a little basic form of Super Saiyan, the regular Super Saiyan or the Kaioken that he can just be able to do, and he can still be deadly and super strong to open up combos and be super fast to be able to maneuver on an opponent, instant transmission, Kamehameha, and so much more that they can be able to bring into this game. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Is Dragon Ball Z or maybe a DBZ character? And even if it's not Goku, they can get Gohan or somebody from Dragon Ball Z Kai because that's still part of the DBZ series. But maybe it's impossible. Maybe he'll never make it into the game. We don't even know what's possibly going to happen uh, as far as Goku's chances in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. But I had to get him as my last final character. And I just love watching the show. And it just never gets old. Just rewatching the seasons and just my favorite sagas just to share. I love the Cell saga when they do the Cell games with Team Gohan going crazy, being the strongest character in the series and stuff like that. Vegeta letting them power up when he could have killed him and took him out. So it's crazy. So hopefully we'll be able to see some of these characters. It doesn't even if we're not gonna get, even if we don't get all these characters from My Fighter's Pass, I would like to see at least one of these characters make it into the game sometime soon. Curious to see what you guys think of My Fighter Pass. Hopefully you guys like it, and let me know what kind of characters you guys would like to see implemented into this game.